Now that we're in the major circuit, we gotta step up our game. Our first opponent is Don Flamenco, and for the life of me, I just can't figure out his nationality. I just wish they could give me some sort of hint. Don Flamenco will sit there and taunt you into punching him. Once you give in to his taunt, he will immediately begin uppercutting you. Now, you can instantly knock him down with an uppercut of your own, but personally, I prefer just locking him into the infinite hit combo. Oh, yeah, it's still going. No one expects the Spanish Infinite. Anyways, up next is King Hippo, who is from Hippo Island in the South Pacific, which is a completely fictional country. Unless they're trying to hint at the fact that he's from Nauru, a real life island which has one of the highest obesity rates in the world, which might be what they are getting at with this absolute unit of a man. You go, King! Hippo? To be fair, there is a real life Hippo Island, but I really doubt they meant to use it because it's located near Antarctica. Maybe they did mean that Hippo Island, and King Hippo has all that blubber to survive the tundra. I am probably putting more thoughts into this than the designers did. Anyways, King Hippo is a strong opponent. At first, there appears to be no way to break through his impenetrable defense. Any punch you throw at him will be blocked. King Hippo is the definition of an immovable object. Well, unfortunately for him, he just ran into an unstoppable force. Between rounds, King Hippo will boast that he has a weakness, but he's not going to tell you. Well, ain't that a bit rude? Or stupid for telling me he has a weakness to begin with? I- I'm not sure, but it's definitely not proper table manners. Thankfully, Doc Lewis will spoil his secret and tell you that you should make him close his big mouth. Sometimes, when King Hippo attacks, he will open his mouth wide. Turn your targeting system off, trust in the Force, and go for the jab. Now that you have socked King Hippo in the mouth, he has dropped his pants, giving us the opportunity to punish him by flailing into that big old tub of jelly he calls a belly. After punching him enough times, King Hippo will fall down and he will be incapable of getting back up. I thought that hippos were supposed to be more ferocious than this. Anyways, moving on from one jungle animal to another, our next opponent is the Great Tiger. Great Tiger is an interesting man to say the least. He brought a pet tiger with him to a regulation boxing match. I feel like that's got to be some type of rules violation. He is Indian, but not in the way that Gandhi is Indian. He's more in line with how nuclear Gandhi is Indian, where humanity is the problem and the atomic bomb is the answer. Great Tiger is merciless. He will pounce on you with only a glimmer of the jewel on his head as an indicator. He will call you a kitten between rounds because, yeah, I needed that hit to my confidence. He's also a wizard. Well, he's actually more of a sorcerer, as he is said to have gained his powers from his father, but D&D classes aside, he has magical powers. He has the ability to warp around the ring and throw punches. This is his most powerful move, but it's also his greatest vulnerability. If you are able to survive this magical punching onslaught, it will leave him stunned, which you are able to abuse to punch him back, causing an instant knockdown. Who's the kitten now? Up next is the Major Circuit champion, Bald Bull. What's up with all the animal references in this circuit? Anyways, Bald Bull is a boxer from Istanbul, Turkey. Okay, so this is like Westy after the scripting process during the editing process, but I just caught this that out of all of the countries they could have picked for Bald Bull, they had to pick the one that shares its name with an animal. That can't be a coincidence, right? Bald Bull is a bit of a difficulty spike. He is the first fighter that has little to no telegraphing for his punches. He lacks the ability to glow, and somehow this gives him an advantage. And this is not what is most dangerous about him. Bald Bull will live up to his name as he takes a few steps back. He will then wildly charge towards you and take a mighty swing at you. This is his Bull Charge, which might be one of the most iconic moves featured in this series. If you get hit by it, it's gonna hurt. It's very likely that if you don't know how to counter this blow, that it will be used to knock you out, causing you to lose the match. where Bald Bull will come forward and laugh over your mangled body. So, how do you beat this charging bull? Well, like how you beat any charging bull. Punch him in the nuts. Yeah, you can just straight up counter his charge. An easy way to make sure you always get the counter is to watch this member of the paparazzi. When his camera flashes, punch. You are almost guaranteed to get the instant knockdown. Oh wow, a journalist was actually useful in gaming for once. Who could have guessed? Anyways, now that we have beaten Bald Bull, that makes us the major circuit champion. And you know what that means? We get to run through New York City at night. Oh, also, we get to compete in the World Circuit. But look, the New York skyline is all lit up. It's so pretty.